What's up guys, Lewis here, and today after 15 hours of pure dedication, we're taking the character straight out of Marvel Rivals and make her real. But hold on a second, what you're about to see isn't a smooth, flawless creation, it's a chaotic journey, filled with digital battles and real-world face palms, all for the love of this one character. Thinking I actually managed to pull it off, you have to see this. Welcome back to clcorner. I'm Lewis.
I'm Cookie.
In this channel, we unravel our DIY journey from solo creations to the projects we tackle together. From bloopers to breakthrough, we share a real unfiltered DIY experience. We're not experts, just fellow makers, learning as we go. Join us and hit the subscribe button to be part of our adventure. PSYLOCKE, that's the style, the sheer awesomeness we're talking about. I need that on my shelf. I hate the web, wow, that is expensive. And no, the style, nah, not my cup of tea. So, the plan, very simple, just really the thing standing between me and my dream figure. Number 1, Nomad Sculpt, so that I can craft the model on my tablets. Number 2 will be 3D printing, which I can print out whatever I imagine. And number 3 will be slapping some color on it with good old acrylic. Sounds simple, right? Alright, so here's where our journey truly begins. This is the base chibi form I whipped up earlier. If you're curious about how I make this, let me know in the comments. We can dive into that another time. Now, let's get to the good stuff. The hair, the defining characteristics of PSYLOCKE. Watch as I started blocking in the overall shape, really trying to capture the iconic flow and those dynamic strengths. Next up, the scarf. The needs to feel like it's actually moving, reacting to the pose. Time for some hard surface detailing, the left shoulder guard. Moving down to the main body of the clothing, this part took a little longer to get right. First, I'm establishing those larger flowing folds, really thinking about how the fabric will naturally bunch and drape on the figure. But it's the smaller details that really bring it to life. I'm switching to brushes like a crease brush to carve in the sharper secondary folds and wrinkles, adding a sense of realism and wear. And for those decorative elements, that's where a steady hand and careful manipulation of smaller brushes comes in, adding those little touches that make the design pop. Now, for some of the smaller, more intricate details, the handguard. Just recolor beats more precision to define those shapes and make sure it fits snugly around the hand. I figured out I forgot some details on the clothes and I do some refinements. Shaping the shoes and the leggings now, the key here is getting those smooth form-fitting surface, paying close attention to how the leggings transition into the shoes for the seamless look. Here comes the iconic katana, focusing on getting the clean, sharp blade profile, using the move tool to refine the length and curve. Also don't forget the main butterfly sword guard. Now trying to move everything into position and create the pose. And wait, did I forget something? Oh yeah, the katana sheath. Quickly blocking that in now. This digital masterpiece, hours of sculpting, every detail's perfect, right? Let me show you one of my previous creations. Look closely, notice anything missing? The support structure is like a plastic parasite engulfing the entire model, and the filament costs enough to print an entire second figure. This, my friends, is not efficiency, it's a madness. For those new to the 3D printing game, here's the deal. Printers build layer by tiny layers, but what happens when you have parts sticking out in midair? They need help. That's where support material comes in, a temporary scaffolding that holds everything up until it's done. Sounds great, right? But here's the real twist. The supports, they're not always your friends, especially in those tight hidden areas. It's like trying to pick a lock with a plastic toothpick. And when you finally do get them off, the evidence! Look at this! The scared landscape left by the support material. It's rough, it's ugly, and that's where I got a little too enthusiastic with the pillars, a casualty of the support wars, and even in these hidden sports, it's a bumpy ride that no amount of sanding can fully fix.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
But then, a breakthrough. The key? breaking her down. Think of it like giving PSYLOCKE Lego joints. First, I organize all the different sections. Then, for each connection, imagine creating like a little pack on one side and then digitally punch a hole for it on the other. It's like creating perfect little puzzle pieces that will snap together after printing. Let me know in the comments if you want to know the full process. I will make a separate video on this. Now repeat the process for every connection point, head, arms, legs, piece by printable piece.
A few moments later.
Back in bambulab slicer. Now, instead of one tangled mess, we have individual parts ready for the solo printing journey. This software is like the translator for your 3D printer. It takes the digital model and tells the printer exactly how to build it, layer by layer, and integrating various printing settings. Look at this! The support material needed now, a tiny fraction of what it was before. We went from enough plastic for another figure to, well, barely a snack for the printer. But our printing problems were not quite over. The moments of truth. After all the printing, the figure is finally ready to be unveiled, but we must proceed with care. Oh no, the katana, critical failure! Time for some digital detective work. Let's rewind the tape, or reload the slicer. The culprit's orientation. By placing the cut side down, there wasn't enough surface area for the supports to grab onto, but a simple rotation. Bam! Now that's what I'm talking about. Fresh off the print bed, our individual pieces are finally here. Time to liberate them from the plastic scaffolding and see how they all fit together.
Many unbearable hours later.
Oh no, we have a problem again, the hair. But the true maker finds a way. A clean slice right through the hair model, and now 2 separate pieces that can neatly sandwich the head. Problem solved. Alright, the parts are free from their plastic prisons, but the journey isn't over yet. Now come the satisfying, tedious process of cleanup. Every little nub and imperfection led by the supports need to be smoothed out. This deburring tool is my best friend, gently coasting through rough edges into submission. And those more stubborn bits, as side cutters gets the job done. Time for primer. For this project, I'm using Villager White's primer. This will give a plastic a nice even surface for the paints to adhere to. Wait a minute, you've seen these pristine airbrush 3D prints, right? Flawless, but I'm over here with a brush. Why? Well, what have I told you? It's not always about the finish, it's about what you can't see. Without the right airflow, those tiny paint particles from an airbrush, they become a real-world problem. We are talking about potential inhalation hazard, especially in a less controlled environment. So for now, it's the brush for safe paints. Alright, the clean parts are ready for the base coat. This is the primer, and it's crucial for helping the acrylic paint stick properly and achieve a nice, even color. I'm taking my time to make sure every surface is covered with a thin, consistent layer. It might not look like much now, but this step is the foundation for the vibrant colors to come.
The next day.
Alright, let's bring some color into this world. This is the Fantasy 36 acrylic paint set, a fantastic range of hues that will give us everything we need, almost. For PSYLOCKE's iconic look, we've got our core colors, a nice neutral beige, a vibrant rose and a deep scarlet red for accents, a striking blue, a cool shallow crab grey for some details, the essential lamp black, and for the touch of metallic flares, some gold from a chrome market paint. Now for the signature PSYLOCKE purple. Since our set doesn't have the perfect shade, I'm starting with the rose, adding a couple of drops of water to get a smoother consistency, then the magic ingredients, the blue color, adding just a little at a time and mixing carefully until we get that perfect powerful purple. And now the moment we're waiting for, let's start laying down some color. Seeing that primer finally gets covered is always so satisfying. We're building up those base coats, getting ready for the details that will really make this figure pop.
3 hours later.
A good chunk of the figure is now rocking its base colors. We're starting to see her come to life piece by piece. Now the eyes, the windows to the soul, or in my case, the windows to my artistic limitations. Realistic eyes? Yeah, not my forte, but fear not, for the power of anime compels me.
I was weak. The greatest teacher failure is. Assemble.
So there you have it. Our journey from digital dream to tangible PSYLOCKE is complete. What did we learn today? That even with a few digital hiccups and real-world breaks, the power to create is truly in our hands. What characters should we try to bring to life next? Let us know your suggestions down in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into the DIY dimension, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more creative exploration right here on clcorner. Stay learning and keep creating.
Thank you.